Simple and does its job. Did you
Hey,
make the chicken
Right.
salad? Or did you buy it already prepared?
It's already bought.
Okay, got you.
you just so you eat all store bought shit, Berto? You don't make anything from
He
scratch for
makes
yourself.
Italian. He makes pasta.
Well, I mean, but
I
besides the pasta
Spaghetti.
stuff, like as far as like
I
I'm just asking. I just because I like some things store bought. I can't eat like potato salad. I can't stand store bought potato salad or pimento
Would
and
you
cheese. I
would
can't
you
stand the
cook
store
last,
bought
Berto?
shit.
What'd you cook last? What's the last thing you cooked?
the last thing I cooked was let's say meatloaf.
Meatloaf? Oh, hell yeah.
Meatloaf. Oh, hold
Mhm.
on. I gotta ask you this, bro, because I cook meatloaf too. What did you put on top of it? And please, I'm hoping you say what I hope you're gonna say. But what did you put as the top of the meatloaf? Like, what did you braise it with and shit? Besides
Oh, I
ketchup,
don't put it.
mustard mixed together.
I just eat the meat alone. I don't put no sauce or nothing over it.
Oh, just the meat by itself.
Yep.
That's not really meatloaf. I mean, I guess it is meatloaf, but
It's a
man,
loaf of meat, baby.
you gotta do, man. You gotta put the good shit. You gotta put some brown sugar, mix it with some ketchup, mustard. Like mix that shit all together and baste that motherfucker really good all over real good, where it glazes over.
Mm-mm.
Bro, it's so much better than eating regular just plain meat. This is a
You
plain
like
meat.
it
I
less
like
than
it. I like it. I mean, I like it that way. It still tastes like
Okay, so
meatloaf to me.
I guess yeah. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, teach their own. Teach their own. You're right. I'm just trying to think of like eating just a plain blob of meat with nothing on it. You had at least put some kind of seasoning in it, didn't you? In the meat.
I
And
mean, to
onions,
be
pepper.
honest, like
Was it just raw?
it already has
You just cut the pack and
already
just flop that bitch in the pan and put it in the oven.
it already has green onions and peppers and
Mhm. See? She knows. She's not
it,
gonna put no onions and peppers in there. She on the right.
it already has all that in here. So
You too smart,
therefore,
girl. You too.
I mean, so there's
See,
that.
you a smart shopper, girl.
I think
You
Crim's
buy
enjoying
shit already
himself a little
prepared
too
for you. You
much.
got to throw it in the
That
oven
shit's
and let it
funny as
cook. When
hell.
it's done, it's done.
Where they do that?
That's what I'm
He's
trying
over
to figure out.
enjoying girl talk.
A little too much, Birdie's got this meatloaf all over my purple couch. What should I do?
I'm telling you.
What should I do, guys? Should I kick Crim? Crim is really
I don't know. I'm
killing
about
my
to
spirit for me.
I dropped the link. I think I might have it. Hold on. Drop the link to where this is going on at.
I got you.
There we go.
I'm fine.
Because I'm about to shut her down. I got to go cook. My baby be home from school shortly.
Oh, yeah.
I've had a lot of fun this evening. It's been a
Oh
while
my
since I
God,
did
this
this.
whole morning and
It's
day.
not
It was like
anybody.
fucking wild.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Paula, thanks for coming up and
Thank you.
sharing screen and shit for me. Oh, y'all in the chat that hung out. Appreciate it. Crimson wants to, what do you say? Crimson wants to put Berto's meatloaf in his mouth.
Yeah, there's something
Go over and
local
tell me
about
about
this.
it. Paula dropped the link to, Berlinetta, Crim, and Berto. So,
Shout out to Troll County.
anybody? I did
I
not know
mean,
we did this.
yeah, but there's changing things nowadays to make it things easier for people that
How much is the
So if
delivery
it,
fee for
How
them
much
to
is the
deliver? How much is
meatloaf?
the fee? How much is the meatloaf and the delivery fee when you do it?
to be honest, the meatloaf,
Let me ask you this real quick.
let's just say
Before you,
around maybe 20.
okay, let me ask you this real quick. Do you think it's
See to me. Okay. All right. Well. Wow. God damn it. I've got to get with the times. I did
I
not know
mean,
we did this.
yeah, but there's changing things nowadays to make it things easier for people that
how much is the
So if
delivery
it,
fee
How
for them
much
to
is the
deliver? How much is
meatloaf?
the fee? How much is the meatloaf and the delivery fee when you do it?
to be honest, the meatloaf, sometimes it's maybe it don't cost no more
A little
than,
bit different.
let's say, yeah, it don't cost no more than, let's say, maybe $12. I mean, at the most.
Not too bad, huh? But how much is the
No,
delivery fee to get it delivered to your house on the doorstep?
it's a lot that's a lot more. Again, like I said, it's it's a lot more, than
Berlinetta?
What?
yeah, it's a lot more expensive. Like,
Berto.
but I can buy
Everything
everything
went quiet,
all at
man.
once. But
Berto. Oh, you
He's
still
there.
there?
He's
what?
talking. You can't hear him?
I was trying to talk to you. You wasn't saying anything.
He was talking.
I was talking. I'm
He was
talking. I'm talking right now.
Okay, my bad. I guess it's my phone then. My bad.
It
It's my
is
phone.
with your lagging iPhone ass.
Sorry. I know I'm lagging. I know. I'm sorry. You know how my shit is.
It's crimson all over this fucking couch.
Bro, no serious about that meatloaf.
Fuck yeah, I want some of this meat. I want to see this motherfucking meatloaf. God damn it.
So it's got when you get the meatloaf, it's got onions and peppers and shit in it already
in it.
right? So they
Well,
already chopped up.
yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, they already have the stuff already, practically already made. So when you
Mixed
when you
in
buy
with the
it,
meat.
you just gotta put it in the oven and let it sit
Right.
there, for about maybe an hour and a half, and then once it's over, you let that thing sit out for about maybe 20 minutes, and then you just
You
just
eat
let
that
it cool
motherfucker.
it's all good to go.
Cool down and finish cooking, and then you just grub out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but if if you want to cook some other things, I'm with it. And now the green beans in stuff. Now you're gonna have to basically cook the green beans, like you can already buy it in the
That's just
can,
like canned stuff. You get that in the can and cook them up real quick.
Yeah, but one of the things I mean for sure is like you can't really, but you gotta make the green beans. Now I make my green
I don't make
green
my own
beans.
green beans. I don't have a garden or anything. I just buy them in the can. I just drain them and I put them in the pot, boil them up.
What you put in
get
them? What you put in your green beans? How you season them there?
Me?
Cream.
To be honest, like you put put a little put a little butter in I put a little salt. I mean in my green beans, to season up the season up the green beans some, so
Yes,
so they're like more tasty. It doesn't taste all dry and stale and crap.
Yes, ma'am.
I always put bacon grease in
what
mine.
she just said was perfect to me. That sounded perfect to me. What she just said.
Bacon grease is where it's at.
It's pretty good that way.
It is pretty good that way. It's really good that way, actually. Make you get moist.
Moist and meaty.
Oh, sometimes I get moist.
Oh, I want some meatloaf now.
I want some meatloaf too. I want some meatloaf with some green beans and some pasta salad for some reason.
Pasta salad. Definitely, I mean, delicious. I know I'm probably making y'all hungry.
You are, man. You are, Berto. You making me so hungry right now. I'm about to go slap somebody to get some food right now.
Some damn chicken salad sandwiches, some sweet potato fries. Fuck.
I'm still thinking about them chicken salad sandwiches you was talking about, Berto.
Yeah, pretty good. Like and them things have got some. Yeah, and them things that got some green olives in it. I mean too.
Ooh, yeah, green olives.
Green olives. You know what? I used to hate olives when I was a little kid, but when I grew up, I tried them again another time, and I love them motherfuckers for some reason.
Yeah, I love olives too.
And I also like the black olives in like a salad, like it's like a Caesar salad or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can eat black olives in salad, but I used to fucking hate them damn things when I was younger. It's crazy how your taste buds change over time sometimes.
Right.
It does, especially when you get older.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're like, because
I
used to hate them when I was young.
I'm 23.
How old are you, Berto?
23.
23.
Okay.
Oh, dang, you're young. You're
She's
younger
a
than I
baby.
thought.
She's a baby.
Yeah, she's younger than I thought.
Yeah, I'm a youngster.
How old were you?
I wish I was 23. I wish I was still 23 again. Those are my heyday.
You said what?
I was asking how old you were when you decided you wanted to be female.
Yeah, that's a good question.
To be honest, I started when we when I was like very young. It's just I didn't really I didn't really get the hang of it until when I got a little bit
Look,
older.
Let me ask you
right.
this, Berto, real quick. When you say you were
Like
young,
let's just say
how young are you talking though? Let me ask
let's
you
just
this
say
real quick.
let's just say
Before you,
around maybe 20.
okay, let me ask you this real quick. Do you think it's cool for them to like be preaching stuff about like people transitioning and stuff at kindergarten in schools and stuff? Kindergarten, first, second grade type stuff. Do you think that's cool or do you think that's fucked up?
To be honest, I think it has to do with I to be honest, like
Be honest.
I think everything that's why I did that for the kids. I can't really answer that.
That's a hard
I
question
don't
to
think a
answer.
kid has matured enough to make that
Exactly.
decision upon their own in the kindergarten.
And
No.
that's why I was asking her that because I want to see what she was going to say. Because if she would have said, "Yeah, I think it's cool," I'd have had a problem with that if you said it. So I'm glad you answered the way you did, Berto. I'm glad you said what you said because that's definitely not a age to for somebody to you know think it's cool to change your sexual
Some
identity
kids
at that
some
young.
kids
But bro, that's
well
like kindergarten, first grade. That's like 5, 6 years old, bro. I mean, man, excuse me. Sorry, sorry for saying, bro. That's like 5, 6 years old. That's irrational. That's not even comprehensible, really.
to
Feel
be
me?
honest, I think I just want to say I mean as this some kids like start questioning some things like that when they're young. Okay, like some kids are already already figure out like even when when I was
No,
young
man. No, you can't say that though because that's a 5 or 6 year old's mind.
yeah, listen. What I'm trying to tell you is that okay, for example, when I was younger, going shopping, I would always go into the women's section, looking at clothes, and then
At 5 years
then
old, you were doing that. At 5 years old, you
listen,
did that.
I was doing that. I
Okay.
was doing that at maybe not at I don't know, maybe not at 5, but I was like, but I was like, well, when we go shopping, I will always do that. Yes,
Okay. Okay. I mean,
but I'm just
there
saying, like
can be. See,
some things it just depends like on I don't, it just every
but as
kid is
far as
different.
like but as far as them doing that in the school system to every child in the class, that wouldn't be right, right?
I mean, they didn't do that when I was going to school. They didn't do that then. No.
Yeah, but they're like trying to put that in the school systems these days, like really young and stuff, like trying to say that like, oh, if you feel like a girl today, you know, and they're like basically telling them that it's okay to be like that. So like, if you feel like a girl, well, dress up like a girl. Dress up like a girl. That's not cool, man. Not for a 5-year-old or 6-year-old. You know. I mean, think about it. Would you want your kid to be subjected to something like that in the school system, where they're telling them, like, if you feel like a girl, just dress like a girl tomorrow? And these are 5, 6-year-old brains now, far from fucking being developed all the way. Would you agree with that or not?
I mean, as I said, before, every kid like is different. Some kids are much more mature at than others. I mean, at
No,
their
not at
age,
five
so
or
it just
six years
depends.
old, bro. I mean, I keep saying bro. I'm sorry because your voice makes me say bro. I'm sorry. I know you're ma'am, but not at 5 or 6 years old. You can't say that about a 5 or 6 year old that their brain like they know what they want to be at 5 years old. Come on now, think about it. Think about it, Berto.
I don't know. Some
That's
kids
that.
have already questioned. I mean, themselves. Some kids have already questioned about. Okay, well, what they want want to be like. Some kids have already questioned themselves about that. So that's why I say I can't really answer that because, like I said, because every kid is
Yeah.
individual is different. Not every kid feels the same. Like that's all.
I mean, I get your point. I definitely get your point. What you're saying, but even at that age, though, I don't care how advanced they are at 5 or 6 years old. They're not that advanced. at 5 or 6 years old.
Excuse
You
me.
know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I don't think they're encouraging like for people that young. I would think that they're more like encouraging that for people, let's say between the ages of maybe like 10 and 12. Okay, but maybe
But wouldn't you
things
think
like that.
this?
Maybe not that.
Wouldn't you think this though, Berto? Wouldn't it be better to let that shit happen at the home instead of the school? If as far as anything to do with how you feel, like if you think you should be a boy, you think you should be a girl, or whatever. Wouldn't you think wouldn't you think that should take place at the house, not at the school? You know what I'm saying? Or no? Or do you think I'm wrong? As
To
far as
be
like
honest, I think
because
they're teaching people okay about the the gender by diversity identity, like you know what I mean, like I think they're trying to teach them like a little something like what that society is basically changing. I don't think they're trying to force the kids. They're trying to
but here's the thing,
I
Berto.
don't think they're going that
They're
far.
bringing
It's telling them okay.
transsexuals. Listen, real quick. They're bringing transsexuals to schools and shit to talk to the kids, and like it's okay to be like this. If you're a guy and you want to be a girl, and these are like in kindergarten, first, second grade type shit, with bringing transgender people in there to teach this, like basically give a lecture to the fucking students. Like if you feel like you want to be a female, then do it at 5, 6 years old. You don't think that's wrong?
I don't think they're referring to kids that young. I think they're
No, but
teaching
they
those
are
kids
though.
for
No, they
people that
are.
they're a little bit
It's
older.
proven fact. It's
Okay. I would
it's in
think that
some
they're.
school curriculums. Yes, it is.
I will really would think that they're referring to for kids maybe like for let's say between the ages of 10 and 12. Like I said, I don't think they're referring to
Mm.
the kids that young, like not
No.
like 5 or 6.
Berto. I'm telling you, it's much younger than 10 or 12. I know because I've researched this shit. I've looked it up. I've listened, I've read so much shit about this stuff, man. I promise you, it's not just 10, 12-year-olds. It's younger than that. A lot younger than that, actually. And that's why
I don't.
that's why I was like, that shit is crazy as fuck that you could do that to a child's mind at that young of an age, when their brain is not developed whatsoever to even think about what they really want, what they think they are or what they think they're not. You know, you can't do that to a little kid and just especially like what's the word, uh coaxing. I can't fucking say the word. Especially like telling them like it's okay, do this at a young age like that. That's just wild as fuck, bro. I mean, man, if you agree with that, Berto, man, I can't even fuck with you no more.
I'm not saying I'm agreeing with it. I like to look at the realistic side of things. Like I'm not saying I'm okay with it, but everyone is different. Like it's not.
Yeah,
I'm not the one
I
making.
know
I mean,
everybody's
making the
different, but
decision.
at that age group, like that young of an age, they're not that different. You can't say. I mean, if you're a
I
little
told you
kid
what
and
I did
you,
when I was growing up. I told you
I
I
know
would always
you said you like to go to the women's department and try on the high heels and the blouses and all that stuff. But still, at that age, you don't. You shouldn't have somebody coming in your school that's transgender or transsexual or whatever and saying like, "Hey, what's up, kids? You want to be like me?" Imagine all the kids that are in there that are straight and don't think like that. How the fuck do you
well,
think they're like, what the fuck is going on right here? You know what I mean?
you're different.
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, bro. Like, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for schools, especially for a
I mean,
young
to
age?
be honest, I think they're bringing awareness is what they're doing. I don't think they're telling the kids what they can or can't be. I don't think they're telling them that. I think they're
I
just
think
bringing
they are.
awareness.
I'm just gonna say this,
I
bro.
think I yeah, that's my thinking. They're bringing
You
awareness.
may
That's
be
all.
right to a certain extent, but I've seen a lot of fucking video shit online, bro, that will contradict what you just said, though.
Okay, but and you honestly believe that everything the video says is like basically correct because some of that stuff is
Well, I
basically
mean,
edited. You can't
if
believe
it
it.
comes out the person's mouth, yeah, I'm gonna hear what they say and I'm gonna interpret what they say when I hear it. Yeah. right? Just like anybody would.
I mean, if that's where, like, you know,
You understand what I'm saying, though?
yeah.
I'm not trying to bash you or anything like that, bro. I'm just saying, like, but do you understand where I'm coming from or no? You don't understand what I'm saying? I guess you
I
probably
don't know
don't
how we got.
because
I don't know how we got here.
I don't even know how we got here either. But we just got here somehow. But we can
I
squash
mean,
it.
it wasn't me.
We can squash
It
it.
wasn't me.
We can squash it, bro. We can just squash it. It's all good. Let's get back to linguine and pastas and meatballs.
Yeah, linguine.
I'm sorry,
Fettuccine
Berto.
Alfredo,
Berto, I
baby.
just got off on a little rant, man, because I don't like that shit, man. I'm sorry. I want trying to take it out on you, bro. Just some shit that bothers me, because I got younger kids. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like them growing up, and I just don't like the shit that's going on.
Well, I just want to say I don't have nothing to do with that. So you know,
No.
I mean,
I'm not saying you do, bro, at all. I'm not saying you do at all, Berto. I'm sorry for calling you dude, ma'am. I'm not saying you have anything to do with it at all. I'm just asking if you're cool with it. Like if you think that's okay to do. That's the other thing I was asking. I'm not saying you have anything to do. I know you don't. I know you have nothing to do with it.
I think every kid, kid individual should be aware of, awareness of. I think every kid should be aware of what's going around their settings and around them. I think they should.
Okay,
be aware
I
of
get
what's
that point.
going around.
I definitely understand what you're saying
about
when you say
this.
that. Yeah,
But
I
what
get
about
what you're saying when you
Yes.
say that.
What about these kids that are going around shitting in litter boxes and claiming to be fucking cats?
You got litter boxes in the classroom.
What?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with that shit?
You didn't know about that shit, Berto? Yeah, they got litter boxes in classrooms now because kids are saying they identify as a cat and shit.
No, no. Okay,
I swear to
that's
God,
going a little too
Berto.
far. I never heard that. That's
Berto.
going a little bit too far.
Hey,
It's real
Berto,
shit, bro.
Berto, you can't say it's going too far
Girl.
because you can't say that's just going too far. You can't say
I
that.
mean, you're talking about they identify as a cat. Like, come on,
No,
come on now. Stop trolling.
Girl, that's if a dude saying he's a girl, that should be going too far. So how can you say that a person thinking they're a cat and got a piss in a litter box is going too
No
far?
one's going to think that they're a
Like,
cat. Come on now.
where does
Stop
it
it.
stop,
Stop
though?
it.
They do,
But I'm
Berto,
just
but
saying,
they
Berto,
do.
Berto, like, where does it stop, though? Is my point. Like, where does it stop?
I mean, where
understand
did you? I mean, hear that from?
That's a known thing. It's been going on, right, bro? For like at least a year or two.
Yeah.
I never heard of a human
identifying
identifying himself as a cat. Never heard anything like that.
Berto, there's fucking schools that have litter boxes in the fucking classroom because people are saying they identify as a fucking cat
Okay.
and dogs and shit. It's wild.
Sure.
I know. It's crazy. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even joking, Berto.
I like to see the evidence on that one.
Well, I can just Google it.
Oh, I'll have to look
All you
some.
gotta do is
Yeah,
Google
just
it.
Google it. Just Google it.
No,
Just Google it.
I don't.
You'll fucking see for yourself.
I'm not gonna Google something like that because that's silly.
I'm not. See,
Okay.
but
It's on the news. It was on worldwide news, national news. I mean,
I mean, I've never. How come I never heard of it then? Like,
I don't know, baby.
nobody.
I don't know, baby, but you must have missed the news that night. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yes.
But yeah, it's a real thing, Berto, for real. Like no bullshit. I swear to God. Like I said,
I mean, nobody else. I've heard that, in person has ever heard anything like that. I would think that would, like, everybody in the world would probably know about that. That were actually true, but
I could go to school tomorrow and say, hey, I could say, I want some meow mix, and they go piss in the fucking litter box.
Meow 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 meow.
And then start singing the fucking commercial song like that. Meow 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 meow. And everybody be like, oh, okay, oh, he's identifying as a cat today.
I'm not even
bullshitting,
feel like you're
bro.
more like.
I'm not bullshitting, bro. I swear to God on everything I love. I'm not bullshitting.
Do they wear ears and whiskers and shit? Do you know? Do they like really go all out?
I don't know about that.
They got tails. Do these motherfuckers got tails? Like, Yeah, I'm just wondering.
This is like this is more like
you pull,
it's
you
there's
pull
no
her
way.
tail. What's she gonna do?
Berto, it's
Shit
real
like
deal. I would not lie to you. This is real shit. Real shit. Legit shit.
So what do you think about that, Berto?
I mean,
Crazy,
to
right?
be honest, I just think that everybody in the world would just practically know about it if it was actually true. I think that everybody would like every single person would know.
But see, most people do, Berto. You're just one of the
Yeah,
ones that
I'm
that,
shocked you didn't.
that didn't know it. But a lot of people know about that. Like a lot of people do.
What
When
you
I
drinking,
say a
Crim?
lot, I mean a lot.
Nobody I know in person knows about that. Nobody I know is
That's
if we
because you're
said
not
that, but
informed, bro.
you got.
I mean, that's good. You're not keeping yourself informed, Berto. But that is
I
true.
mean, nobody
That is
else on
true.
the. I mean, YouTube practically talked about it. I mean, I go to every panel. They haven't been talking about that.
But what I'm saying is, I say
It's
that to
kind
say
of old news,
like where does
though,
it end? Like
bro.
where does this shit end? Yes, it's just like 2 years old, man.
Okay,
With the cat
so
litter box.
so this is old news. Okay, so it's old news. So it's not something
It
recent.
is,
No,
and
they
you don't
still
even know
doing it.
about it, and you don't even know about it after 2 years. So
I
you're not
mean,
informed
I
at
don't
all,
go to
bro.
school
Damn,
anymore.
what a bummer.
I'm out of school. Like we don't talk. We
No, I
don't.
know it.
I mean,
I definitely don't go to
I
school
work
anymore.
4 days. I work 4 days a week. I work Tuesday through Friday. We don't talk about that type of stuff at my.
Yeah, no, but I just would think like when you turn on your phone or your TV, like if you ever watch any kind of news, you would see it. It's like that's really kind of the old news for real. It's been at least a
I
couple
just
years
never
for
heard
that.
of it. I just never heard of it.
What
Maybe a
kind of
year and a
work do
half.
you do, Berto? Are you a chef?
I do art. I do art.
5-star.
Oh, you do art. You a model?
You're a
I
hand
build
model.
things. I do arts and crafts. That's what I do.
What do you
Arts and
mean by
crafts
that,
is your
Berto?
job 4 days a
What do you
week.
mean by that, Berto? What do you mean?
You paint?
Yeah, yeah. Like, what's wrong with that?
No, I'm
There's
just
nothing
asking
wrong
what
with
kind
it.
of arts and crafts do you
Yeah, what are you making?
produce?
4 days a week.
I build things. I build. We build
You
flower
can't
pots.
build
We build.
nothing, Berto.
Yeah. We
You use
build things.
power
I build
tools?
things. Huh?
You use power tools?
When you say
Drills
you
and
build stuff, what do you mean? I like popsicle sticks or something like that?
skill
No, not
saws?
popsicle sticks. No, I build things. We out of clay, and then we basically fire them to kill them, and then we make
Oh,
that's how we make our money. Yes.
Oh, okay, but hey, that's pretty
right.
cool actually, because I like clay pottery type shit. That's pretty
Like
cool shit.
pottery and stuff. Like I like on the movie Ghost. That's what it reminds me of. The movie Ghost where they're on. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Well,
you
you
know
can
how
make some
people
cool shit out of
like
fucking
I
clay.
build like I've even
You
made
have
like let's
like a
say
spindle
flower pots.
that you work
I've
on.
even made bird baths. I've even made let's
Bird
say
bath.
snowman. I mean out of clay. I've made different things.
You need to
Do you
make Boss Lady Bird a cool ass bird bath. I bet she would love that if you made her one and send it to her. For real. So I mean, she's Boss Lady Bird.
I mean, I've also made like I said, made birds like made tree houses.
Tree houses
Like
too.
seriously,
do you
yeah,
Oh hell
like
yeah.
do
to
you
build
have
different things.
That's what's up.
Berto, do you have a website or anything like that where you sell these things that you make? Do you take special
That's
a good
requests
question.
or anything of that nature?
That's a great question.
To be honest, I've been able to take some of my artwork home, but we normally sell we don't normally sell those. I mean, in the gallery, this is what we normally do.
Is there any way that you can get
Oh.
is there any way that you can get what you need to do at home and make your own and make money for yourself? Can you do that or no?
To be honest, this is an actual job that I go to. So I mean, practically, speaking, no, we're not doing all of this from
So you
home.
can't
No.
get anything to like to do a side thing for yourself either. You can't. You just have to do it.
I mean, if I had the stuff to make the things I really wanted to at home, but I mean, I would, but no, I don't have like the whole
Okay.
kiln things and
Yeah,
stuff that
that's what I was asking.
at my house.
Yeah, okay, I got you. That's what I was asking. I was asking if it was hard for you to get the equipment to get, to do it at your home instead of at work. It's like
So
as a side gig or some shit.
So you work for like an art gallery of some sorts, and they pay you an hourly wage to come and create art for them.
To yeah, because we're doing it. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Well, you know what I mean. What I'm trying to tell you is an actual job. It's where I go into like work. And, you
I know what you're
clock
saying.
in, and
Yes.
you sit, and then
Punches
I
time
do this for
card.
about. I do this for practically 4 to 6 hours a day. What's wrong
Tuesday
with
through
that?
Okay.
Friday.
So
Tuesday through
Yes.
Friday.
you make pottery for 4 to 6 hours a day, different things that are showcased in a art gallery. I think that's really cool.
That is pretty cool.
And I
I'm not that.
and I like
I'm
doing
not.
it.
I'm
It's
not
like
that talented.
and I've been
I could
doing
never do
this.
that,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, and I've been doing this
You're way
for.
more talented than I am because I could never do no shit like that ever. You're
And
way
that's
more
really
talented than I
important to
am.
enjoy what you do as a job too.
Yeah, I've been doing this for the past 4 years too.
Oh,
Oh
hell yeah, that's
wow,
what's
straight
up.
out of high school then.
So you must
Mhm.
be really good at it if you still got the same job.
Did you major in art?
It's something that I basically applied for, and so I like since I'm going to be doing it,
Oh, so you
I
was just
applied for it
scrolling
back in.
Indeed and you said, this sounds interesting. Let
I
me
flunked the
apply.
first. They'll be like, get this motherfucker out of this goddamn place. He's done crashed 3 fucking pottery plates or bowls or whatever. My shit would just slump over. They'll be like, get this dude out. Get him the fuck out of here.
Poor
So you're
Crim.
way
He was
better.
cut
You're
out
way
for
better than me,
pottery.
bro.
Well, I applied for it when I was 19.
Right. Well, what kind of things have you made, Berto? I am really interested. Do you have pictures or anything like that
I'm
of
not.
these things?
Well, I'm not going to post it. Any of my artwork. I'm not going to post it.
Oh,
Any of
Oh
it
man.
online.
I mean, come on,
No,
Berto.
man. You really got
no,
me
I don't
wanting
want
to
people
see
stealing my
this.
We
artwork.
want to see your artwork.
I just want to see what you do.
Me
I
too.
love art. I am a big fan of art.
Me
I
and
love
Berlinette are
art.
I
both
just don't
art
want people
freaks.
stealing
We
my
both
artwork.
like.
Is all.
We're not going to try to steal it. We just want to look at it
No,
and see
honey, I
it.
don't want to steal any.
I'm
Well,
good
then
on that.
explain to me in detail what is something that you have created, and did it
I'm
sell for
good.
large amounts of money, or just
Me and
something
Berlinette
like?
are like we like the art type stuff like this. So we're interested in this. So we want to see your work.
No,
Well, I
I'm
would
good
love to
on
buy
that. Thank you.
something.
Damn, Berto, that's fucked up.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I see how
can
it
you
is,
tell us
Berto. Okay.
something you made?
I was gonna give you a shout out and post your shit.
To be honest, I don't want anyone stealing my artwork and try to claim it as theirs. So that's why I don't do it.
Bro, put your fucking signature on it then.
I'm good, thank you.
I'm just saying,
What's the last thing you made?
think about it, bro. If you put
Sold.
your signature on it, how the fuck is somebody steal it when you got your signature on the shit? They can't steal it then.
The last
That's
thing
what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying.
I made was like but the last thing I made was basically, let's say, I'm trying to think of what it's called, but it's something like something you could put in.
Linguini surprise.
Did you make something on Friday? Because your work week is Tuesday through Friday, 4 to 6 hours per day, and I assume you make
It
different
is.
things throughout the day or throughout the week. I'm sorry. So you make like a whole bunch of different things.
The
throughout
last
the
thing
week.
the last thing I made was like let's
No, you
say
ask
like
good questions.
a bowl. Like that's what I made. The last thing I made was like a big bowl.
A big bowl.
A big bowl, like a fruit bowl, like you put in the
I was
you put the
gonna say
center
like a
of the
soup bowl.
table.
I was gonna say a soup bowl, but fruit bowl, yeah. Was it a
Well,
big old fruit bowl or a big old soup bowl?
I'm thinking